Hey there, Assembly Room. My name is Sadaf Patter. I'm an independent curator based in Brooklyn, New York. I run an arts agency named Alpha Arts Alliance, where I work with underrepresented artists and advocate for them, as well as run social justice issues. This is an unprecedented time, and we have no choice but to flow with it. So I really thank you for creating this platform where I can feel digitally connected and remember that we're all in the same boat and our work is continuing. Being a curator means to be adaptable and malleable. The best way I can describe working as a curator is as a story weaver. It's about learning the story behind the artist and why they created the work, how that story fits with other bodies of work, and then also with the audience. How do you fit those pieces within an exhibition in the context of time and of space? Why essentially does this work matter? Is the story that you are weaving? So we fulfill many roles, as Natasha said last week. And what is the role now of artists and of curators? We're seeing more than ever that people turn to art in times of need, and that is no different. And I'm seeing a lot of really positive shifts happening, particularly in the digital community around art, that I hope to continue post-COVID or AC after COVID. Particularly platforms that are increasing public access to artwork, virtual galleries, free online courses through Coursera. I've seen supported by MoMA. Universities are offering free courses. Artists are going behind the scenes, and I think that viewing art as a form of education that some people are able to access in ways than other, that some people are able to access in different ways than others, is important for us to consider right now. How do we increase that so that everyone has the opportunity to do so? We know that artists and freelancers were amongst the first hit in terms of loss of employment during this. And I've seen a lot of relief funds coming up, which has been really inspiring. This pandemic is disproportionately affecting Brown and Black communities and underserved communities around the world. And within artists, I think that this is no different. So something that I've been doing during this time is making sure that I'm continuing to check in with artists that I work with and that I know, see what they're working on, see if they're in need of anything, connecting them to different resources that I've had my eye on, and continuing to do the research that I was doing prior. My hope is that some of the shifts we're seeing continue and create some long-lasting changes for artists as a working community. This is a historical time period. So the question I've been asking and pushing some of the folks I work with on is, how are you viewing your body of work at this time? How are you chronicling what's happening? If you are taking your approach prior to this pandemic and proceeding as if normal, we're going to hit a mark when we come out of this, because people are in a state of transition and collective trauma, and they're going to be seeking bodies of work that are responding to this and that are providing emotional equilibrium, spaces of healing. A few artists that I have seen doing this wonderfully. Matthew Burrows created something called the Artist Support Pledge, where he's encouraging artists to post with the hashtag Artist Support Pledge. And once they hit a certain mark, they then pay it forward by purchasing a piece of art from another working artist. Something I'm working on is going behind the scenes with self-made artists I really admire. Every Thursday through my arts agency, Alpha Arts Alliance, I am interviewing them, talking about a work that they are working on, how that's shifted during the pandemic, and then opening it up to their fan base to take questions and to play interactive games. It's also just been really good to have a project to focus on for myself. I have always loved looking at art and meeting the artists. That's always been my favorite part. And something I'm seeing right now, which I love, is more artists offering us process videos and taking us behind the scenes in their studios. One artist that is doing this is Harmonia Rosales. She had just opened a solo exhibition at the Mocada called Miseducation. And she makes these brilliant divine oil paintings on wood. Of course, the show is closed now, so what she's doing is every Friday is blogging and doing a process video, which allows us to see how she creates these masterpieces, but also humanizes the process because we see her balancing being a working mom with being a full-time successful artist. Pamela Zybel is another artist whose work has really been striking me and that I've been following at this time. I believe she's on day 52, but each day during this pandemic, she has been taking a newspaper headline and making a watercolor illustration in her notebook. Chuck Styles, a Philly-based artist, has been taking iconic moments like DJ D Nice when he hit 100,000 simultaneous viewers on his club Quarantine. And Mir Suhail, he's a political cartoonist whom has been commenting on the treatment of minority groups around the country during the pandemic. I can't wait to see these pieces in person, but until then, I very much appreciate this opportunity. Thank you to all of you watching. I look forward to when we can meet again. Until then, please stay healthy, please stay safe, and we will meet soon.